Hello and welcome to Mountain Aromatics. So today we're going to do a formula, a very simple formula, because sometimes I like simple formulas. I'm mostly known for complex formulas, but we're going to do a simple one today. And that brings me to something I want to talk about right before we go into that. And that is, I used to think that getting a material that I could just use that material in a short formula. And that is just not the case. I put it into the category of there are materials that are for building accords. I will give you an example of hexyl isobutyrate. So in the formula that we're doing today, that is not something I would add. That's going to be something that you're going to have in a pretty massive full formula for a perfume, or it's going to be part of a very small part of a base that you're making, like some type of fruit base or something like that. It will just be a little small part of that, and not in. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things. So that would not be a part of this. It's just too piercing. Even one drop would just blow the whole formula out of the water, and that's all you would smell. And it lasts for like 2 hours, and then it would just like go away. It wouldn't fit. So there are materials that are more for building a base, or if you tend to do rather large formulations, you could put some of those in those. But anyway, we'll do this formulation. I can't see without my glasses now. So I am just going for something that is close to the skin, that is not projecting, that is not loud, that is not people smell me, after I've left. This is not that. This is a more calm, meditative, personal fragrance. Okay, so have I made it? Nope, I'm making it right now with you. So first one is SYLVAMBER. SYLVAMBER. I really love this one because it is still round and it is ambery. I tend to not say cedarwood, but kind of cedarwood. I mean, it may have like, I guess 20% cedarwood and the rest amber. I just think of it as more of an amber. It is definitely a base. It lasts 400 hours. Again, I'm just doing a small thing because I've never done this before, so we're going to do drops. I weigh my stuff. But with people learning and that kind of stuff, because I get asked a lot, well, why don't you use your scale? You're supposed to use the scale. You're not supposed to do anything in perfumery, actually. But especially when you're just doing a formula, let me see if this works and see if I like it, whatever. Just use drops. It just is easier. And if you really like it and you want to make a bigger thing of it, like, I want to make a lot of it, then use your scale for that. So that's why I don't always use a scale. I'll just, do drops. SYLVAMBER. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 'Cause that's probably the main thing of my fragrance that I'm wanting. 10. The next one is a Sandalwood Sanginol, SANJINOL. It's from IFF as well. No, SYLVAMBER was DRT. Sanginol is IFF. It's has a pretty natural sandalwood. It's not a full sandalwood, and most of your sandalwoods like this are not ebonol, sanginol, sandala, sandoxyl. All of those are parts of sandalwood. Ooh, I love this one. It's very diffusive, and that's why I like it. It's because it's diffusive, and that helps the formula. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 drops. Sanginol 4. So the next one is My Base. It's an animal amber. So it's an animalic amber. It's at 10% because it's strong. I'm going to do 1, 2 drops. Again, it's at 10%, 2 drops. So this is like a clean amber, clear amber with a little bit of animalic aroma, like Animalic Hypo 27, like at 10%. You could use that as part of the animalic aroma. But it's amber, like a clean, clear, like you see it's clear. It's like a clear amber, kind of a clean amber with an animalic aroma. And the animalic aroma is like Animalis Hypo 27. Like don't use it at 100%, like 5%, 10%, something like that, and just like 1 drop in that formula. And then take that, and then that's 10%. Like I'm using a base at 10% and put 2 drops. Okay. Next one is HEDIONE, because it is just a stage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a stage to let everything shine. All the performers go out on the stage, and HEDIONE lets everything shine. Ethylene BRASSYLATE. 1, 2. 2 drops. It's very clean. I really like it a lot. And then Javanol. Y'all know I love me some Javanol. Love Javanol 20%. It's a sandalwood, but it is like no other sandalwood. There's a lot of floral in it. So don't get it thinking it's going to be it's sandalwood. This is a sandalwood replacement, because it's not. But for me, it kind of is. But it has a lot of floral to it, and in a beautiful way. I really love it. This is again at 20%. 1, 2, and there's just 2 drops. Will go a long way. Javanol can absolutely be diluted. You need a pretty big formula if you're going to use Javanol at 100%. It's really strong, but in a very clean way, in a very sandalwood way. But it has it has this complex floral that I can't even like pinpoint what the floral is. It's pretty complex. It's pretty amazing. So I'm just shaking this up. And again, I don't expect this. It's not going to be something that I open and smell and go, oh my God, it's so strong. No. And this is again another one when I add Perfumer's alcohol to this and then put it on a test strip and put it on my arm, all those different facets will be allowed, will have room to go and grow and show itself. And so smelling out of this does not do it justice. Oh. I've done something like this before. That's how I know this works. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. This is an office. I use the word office because if you go to the office and you're not really allowed to, or you are allowed to wear fragrance, but it has to be very subdued, and this is kind of like that. It's more personal. This is, I'm wearing this for me, and I don't care if anybody smells it. Because a lot of times people will wear perfume. I want everybody to smell what I'm wearing, and I want people to, that kind of, this is not that. This is, I'm wearing this for me. I'm making this for me to smell. And other people probably are not going to smell it just walking by me, but standing in front of me and having a conversation with me, they might get a whiff of it depending on, if some air goes from me to them, they might catch a whiff of it, and this is the type that draws people in, because they're like, that smells something good, but that's you. What are you wearing? That's amazing. That's what this does. But I don't do it so that happens. I would do this one for me because it's very warm and cozy and comforting, and that is how I would describe this. It's a blend of like the silver amber, and which to me is soft and rounded, and then you just add more softness and rounded with sandalwood, and then you just give it a little bit of a stage with HEDIONE and lets everything shine through. And yeah, and you can't even get the animalic part will come out a little bit more on the skin. I probably would not even be able to really detect it on the test strip, but it's more likely to come out a little bit more on the skin. And again, I didn't use much because I didn't want much, but it just gives a warm tonality that I really, really love. Really love it. Woo! So, and again, so now going back to the beginning of what I said, so this is not something that I would add, hexyl isobutyrate or allyl amyl glycolate or something like that, even at a really, really super low, 0.1%. It's just too strong. It's going to stick out like a sore thumb, and it doesn't belong there. So there are materials that I see that just are more for creating accords, or you're doing a full, huge fragrance with 75, 85 different molecules, components to it. It would belong in something like that, but in a small, 20 things, it's not really going to fit in there. So that's something that I didn't really know in the beginning, and I just didn't even know. Not that I understood, I just didn't even know. I thought all molecules can be used, even if it's just 20 different things, and you could use anything. And it doesn't really work that way. So, yeah. Thank you very much for being here and making this with me. And take care of one another. Take care of yourself. And I have a Patreon page if you're interested, where I have formulas and perfume fragrances that I send to you to your home. And yeah, I will see you on the next Mountain Aromatics. Have a good day.